Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? assholeconsulting.com. This is a very interesting one. I think I'm going to save this one in the archives. It's written by a nice lady, a veteran. Remember, veterans get a healthy discount from Asshole Consulting. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for taking my email. I'm a 28-year-old female who would like to find a partner for a long-term relationship and marriage. It's been very difficult to find a man in my age group who doesn't smoke pot, is in shape, has ambition to get out of the dead-end job, and who can change a freaking tire. I just did a video where the guys are complaining about the girls, and now we're going to do one where the girls are complaining about the guys, and you're all right. Every single one of you is correct and right. All around me are skinny, beard-wearing hipsters with soft hands who live with mom. I'm a decently attractive female. If I had to rate myself, a 7 when you see me during a normal day, and 8 if I'm dressed up. I'm 5'6", 160 pounds with a body fat percentage of 27. Now all you guys are jumping, oh, dude, she's fat. And I jumped to the exact same conclusion when I'm like, dude, you're 5'6", you're 160 pounds. That's pretty fat. That's pretty fat. Then she sent me the picture. Yeah, she got to lose a little bit of weight, but some of the excess weight did go to correct places. So I'm gonna not give you a 7 during the day, 8 dressed up. I'm gonna give you probably a 6 during the day, and you're gonna wonder why the disparity in the numbers. But a 7.5 when you're dressed up, because if you're just wearing dumpy clothes during the normal day, you're not gonna be able to accentuate. You're not gonna be able to show off your curves, which you got them. But you gussy yourself up, you're going to accentuate your curve, so you're going to get almost a full 2-point jump on that. So just for the listening audience, she's pretty accurate in her assessment. So I know you say 165, 60, but I don't weigh that. It's like, yeah, she could lose a little bit of weight, but I was really impressed. I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, I can see it. So I am defiantly, you spelled defiantly, dear. So I am defiantly not a petite girl. You mean definitely or defiantly? So I am defiantly not a petite girl, but I would not call myself fat either. You do have to lose weight. I will say that. I go to the gym 3 to 5 days a week with a pretty healthy meal plan, but I enjoy beer and I love fatty steaks and potato. Well, there you go. You know, I'm not claiming I'm Hercules because I don't go to the gym. I haven't been able to in a long ass time. Regularly anyway. I've attached pictures for you to see what you would rate me if you recommend I need to lose. Yeah, you do need to lose weight or could otherwise improve my appearance. Your appearance is fine. You're a very pretty woman, and you do comport yourself very nicely. You would gain a lot if you lost some weight. Not a ton. If you lost like 15 pounds, you'd really start 15 to 20. But with your physique, I want to look, a girl with that height has to weigh this much, because you got the curves, girl, so you don't want to sacrifice your curves. So I like maybe lose 10 pounds at first. That much you definitely can. And then do it in increments of 5 and see how you look, because you don't want to lose so much weight and then you lost your figure. Yes, I have tattoos, but fuck you, I like my tats. Well, you want to find guys, you have a problem finding guys, but now you got tattoos. And this is where we find out her faults, her problems. I got them all when I was in the Navy, which has a huge tattoo culture. But if you were on a bridge and your friends jumped off, would you? I understand. And look, out of all the ladies that have tattoos, you're probably one of the few that actually legitimately earned them. They don't know you were in the Navy. They don't know that. They see a gal with tattoos. They assume loser. That's what they assume. Or at least like lower middle class or worse. And guys just don't like tattoos. Don't care if you were in the Navy. Don't care if you earned them. It's just not, you never put gals, you never put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. Many I got with the guys I directly work with, and I'm very fond of them. You spell found. I'm very fond of them, as they remind me of my time in the military. I'm defiantly not a bows and ribbons kind of girl, but rather I'm a guns, tattoo, and MMA kind of girl. Okay, you can, there's guys that like those kind of gals, but you're going to be going into the Harley world, the MMA world. You know, you're rough and tumble, whiskey drinking, cigar smoking, you know, but if you want an investment banker, it's probably not going to happen. And here's a problem. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's a problem you're going to face. You're sick and tired of the wussy pussy boys. Well, what a regular guy ain't even as masculine as tough as you. I mean, you probably might be able to take me in a fight, put up a good one. So you're going to have to find an MMA fighter. You're going to have to find a guy that can heal you. Not like heal a wound, but heal you as in heal and tame a horse. So your selection of men is really dwindling down quick. I do enjoy being feminine, however, and like being submissive to an alpha male. Okay, well, there's going to be very few alpha males that are. I mean, look, you're pretty badass. You like your guns. You were in the Navy. You like MMA. You're really starting. I can see why you're pissed off at the soy boys. You're not going to find them in Brooklyn. You will not find your love in Brooklyn at a coffee store. It just won't happen. Politically, I have no idea what I categorize myself as. I don't care what people do in their personal lives, but don't touch my money or guns. That'd be called libertarianism. I took a political compass and they pegged me one deviation over to the right from the center. I'm not a feminist. I'm totally repulsed by modern feminism. I thought the Women's March was downright child abuse, as I saw so many crazy-ass women dressing their little boys up as uteruses and vaginas. It was a disgusting display of female narcissism and insanity. My views on modernity. See, you spell modernity right, but you don't spell find or definitively. And feminism makes it hard to find other females that I can be friends with, as often they get very enraged and perplexed how to handle me female to female. Well, I'll tell you this, they're better friends. Women don't even like hanging out with women. That's normal. Most of your good friends are probably going to be guys because you got that Navy. Your personality is Navy MMA girl. You're not going to hang out with Buffy and Bitsy getting their nails done at the super expensive nail store. Nail salon, thank you. Nor is it going to be, you know, the lesbians at the lesbian bar with their butch haircuts, but probably can't do push-ups like you, who are all about feminism, and that's their politics because they have nothing else in life. You have your guns, your Navy experience, your personal experiences, which we'll get to later, which I think are actually quite fascinating. And I don't necessarily approve of all, but you are your own individual character. You're not going to find cutesy friendships among females with the cutesy, oh my God, Tina, let's go get espresso martinis. You'll put a bullet in your head before you tolerate that. Nor are you going to tolerate the hypocrites, which would be, again, the butch, not necessarily lesbian, but the feminist side of things, where like, we're all for women empowerment. Like, yeah, I served in the Navy. What did you do? Baby killer? Because you actually walk the walk. You are your own woman. So you're just hang out with guys. We're much more fun anyway. We get to shoot guns. We fight. We do MMA. All that kind of stuff. I don't think your politics are that important. I'd be more worried about your friendships than anything else. So I tend to be an outsider in women's groups and gatherings. I bet you are. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this. Cool gals, you want to find guys, cool guys, go to a cigar lounge. I think you do very good at a cigar lounge. I keep telling that to women of interesting character. You want to find an interesting man, you want to find a rich man, go to cigar lounges. That's where you'll probably fit in there real well. I have one child. Here's where we go. I have one child. I had the child when I was 21. And here's where it's not necessarily her fault. The father was killed in a car accident with his best friend, who is currently serving 15 years for vehicular homicide because they were drinking before they got into the car. When my child was 2 years old, he is now, we don't have to mention his age, and no, we were not together when he was killed. His father was a good man and loved my son, and I have nothing bad to say about him. All right, now, even though it may not be your fault the guy died, it doesn't change the fact that now you're a single mom. Men will give you the widow card. Well, she's a widow. They say, oh, okay. And that actually counts for a lot. But I'd be lying to you. Widow or not, you got another guy's kid, and that's a drawback. You know, it's going to be a drawback. It is a pretty big saving grace that you're effectively a widow, though, all the time. Yeah, I don't like dating single moms. What about a widow? Like, wow, Hercules. I was gonna say, Aristotle. You just blew my argument out of there. Yeah, that 0.001% of the population. You're right. That negates the remaining 99.999% of the population. So that will provide a caveat for guys you're dating. I have no debt, pay for my car in cash, pay off my credit cards every month, use the GI Bill to pay for school. I opt to go to occupational college. Collage? You went to occupational collage? Is there a place where you get occupied to build nice collages? I have an associate's degree in information management. All right. And I'm now working in industry. We'll just keep it honest because you have a unique background. There's no reason to identify you. I'm still in the early stages of my job, so I'm not making a lot of money, but I don't have a problem paying rent or putting food on the table and can take the occasional vacation. I'm not on welfare, no Medicaid, no food stamps, nothing. Awesome. My son receives his father's Social Security, which I put most of it away into an index fund for a collage investment account. That's going to be one nice collage with compounded interest. That kid's going to be able to afford himself a hell of a collage when he turns 18. I don't know, maybe you should use it for college or something, too. He also received a $250,000 settlement from his father's employer because killed reasons legal. That's been put in a trust. All right, good. So the kid's kind of taken care of financially. One major thing is a huge black mark is I was an escort for a few years. I initially got into it because I was having a difficult time after my son's father died to bring in above poverty wages. I made a lot of money. My son and I lived a very good life from the income I made. I often had no problem making $10,000 in a week. $10,000 in a weekend. Read my book. Read my article, How Seeking Arrangement Burst the College Bubble, and you'll view my opinion much more. It might also give you some other employment ideas. It might. I've never made $10,000 in a weekend. Never even came close. Could only dream of that. And the next week, decide I need a vacation, just go. It was amazing seeing the world, the one-in-a-lifetime experiences, and meeting amazing, interesting people. I tell every guy I date who's thinking about dating me exclusively the truth because I'd rather them hear it from me than someone else a few years into the relationship. I've never been turned down for a relationship because of it, because frankly, I think they let that slide because of my looks and my blowjobs. It does eventually become an issue, and it speeds up the degradation of the relationship if there are problems to begin with. I believe they should have full disclosure and walk into the situation with no blindfold on. But I could tell these guys don't like it. I know it was my choice, and I will lay in bed that I made, and accept the consequences of my choices. I personally have no problem with prostitution. None. It's been my policy since forever. Men, women want to do whatever. Not no harm, no foul. I can see though where men, if you're looking to get married, so again, you already have, admittedly, not your fault strike again. You got a kid. I also say you got a tattoo. I would say the tattoo is obviously a bigger strike than the kid that you had because you were widowed. But again, it's still a strike as the kid. So that's strike one. You got the tattoos. That's strike two. For a lot of guys, that's strike two. And then you're a prostitute. That is going to be strike three for a lot of guys, especially quality guys. And you're already fighting an uphill battle with your first two strikes against you. The debate is whether you're going to see, that would maybe deter Mr. Investment Banking Joe or Dr. Thaddeus, whatever. Dr. Thaddeus. There's a new soap opera. Dr. Thaddeus. Dr. Thaddeus. I got a burning pain down below, and it needs your stethoscope. I know you're trying to be good and moral and right and virtuous. Don't tell these guys. Don't tell them. All right? They don't need to know it. I think the chances of that getting out is like the chances of a woman's sleep notch belt getting out. No guy's gonna know. But every gal's got a high sleep notch count. well, not every, but shockingly high. Oh yeah, you're her second, but oh yeah, sure, Pip, you're her third and only. Add a 0 to that 3, dude. They do not need to know that. I think you can just let that be. But for you personally, there's 2 things you got to get over. One is that you may have felt bad doing prostitution, which I don't think you should have, especially with that kind of money. Dude, I do prostitution for that kind of money. What? $10? Okay, let's go. 10 weekends, I'm done. Oh, Cappy got an FU money. We're out of here. All I gotta do is blindfold. Jesus, how ugly is it? I would not, and then given your circumstance, I would not hold that against you in a moral sense. So I would kind of let yourself go if you have any reservations about what you did in the past. I would also, the other thing you're gonna have to get over is just not telling these people. You just have to tell them, yeah, no, I didn't, don't. Just don't. Everybody's got sin. Everyone's got skeletons in their closets. Not that I'm getting soft, but I'm thinking forgiveness is starting to become more of a virtue. Because ain't nobody perfect, ain't nobody Jesus, and all these fuckers that want to cast the first stones. Just, that's something that doesn't need to be said. That really doesn't need to be said. So I felt like I've rambled on for a while. Let me know if you think I need to adjust some things or if you have any other questions. No, I don't really have any other questions. You're all over the place. I found it real interesting. I won't lie. Let me look at these pictures again here. Where are the pictures? In part because I want to. Yeah, those thighs are a little, I don't know, do some workout on some things that tone up certain parts of the body. Definitely keep the boobs. Yeah, the arms, I can see that there. You got your tattoo. Where's the one I liked? Yeah, this one where you just did in your purple outfit. That's nice. That's real. But yeah, you got a very pretty face. Yeah. What was the 4th one? Yeah, and here's the one with you and your pillow. You could lose some weight around your legs. Definitely your legs. But you're 28. You still got your looks on your side. So don't worry about that. Given the hand you've been dealt, you're doing pretty well. The kid is mitigated by the widow card. You have yourself a good degree, a good profession, a good career. That's good. Your finances are sound. You have no... That's huge. I'd say that even negates what I think is your biggest drawback, truthfully, and that's your tattoos. That's just me. I'm very anti-tattoo. But the fact you have your financial shit together, that's great. What you got to worry about... Watch my video about how to spot a bad guy or how to avoid bad guys. There are guys out there that'll take advantage of your money. I wouldn't, and here's the thing. You don't say anything about that kid's finances or the trust or any of the money. You don't tell anyone, you kind of play the widow single mom card. Because there are a lot of, especially in this MMA hillbilly hick type of world, there's a lot of guys looking for gals to be a sugar mama. So you gotta drive a shitty car, not a shitty car, but not a rich car. Maybe complain about finances here and there. Like, oh man, rent is, no, it's just, little Jimmy has some health expenses. You don't even tell little Jimmy about the damn money, because then the kid's gonna have this attitude like, oh, I'm set to go, and he's gonna piss through it. You gotta make your kid think he's gonna be poor. He's going to have to strive and work hard when he gets older. So for both your dating and for your kid's sake, you got to make it sound like the money's tight. You got to make it that the money is tight. To let that kid like, oh, I wanted to get you 3 toys, but you're only going to get 1 today, Jimmy. Oh, I really wanted the G.I. Joe doll. And you work hard and you struggle and blah, blah, blah. But your finances is a huge, God almighty, most people don't have those finances. So I think that's something to be good and proud of. Maybe you're working on a lot. Change your workout style. And change your diet. Yes, you're going to have to lose the weight. We talked about that. Oh, think about this. I have no problem with you whoring. The real drawback there is you might get an STD. And that's really going to cripple your chances of finding a guy. Then you have a strike that's bigger than anything else you got against you right now. So read my article, Seeking Arrangement, Burst the College Bubble, and see if there isn't a happy medium there, because there are so many women today making so much money on the internet, not even touching a guy, that I think there should be a happy gray area for you there. Hell, you might even find your husband there, if you're looking for a husband. But then you can't get gonorrhea or what the fuck does Terrence Popp say? Herpes-gonosyphilis. There's not been one recorded case of herpes-gonosyphilis ever been transacted through the internet. So, not that money's your problem, doesn't sound like it, but if you wanted more, I mean, you just wanted to avail yourself of your youth and looks while you got it, make a little bit more money, I think you could do that. It's an option. It's an option. I like how you're supporting yourself. You're a true independent woman in that regard. You're also, I think you are a unique woman. You're not the cookie cutter. So I'm majoring in English. I want to become a teacher. But like, oh my God, I have some student loans. Decided to live back with my parents. But daddy bought me a Volvo. You, I'm sure, have interesting anecdotes to tell your dates. I'm sure you're an interesting woman who comes up with questions and is not a bore. That is not common. You are not you are not, unit number 8,727,397,231 serial number off the mass production assembly line of American women. You are unique. You are definitely a custom-made job. So that's good too. Like if you're looking for, you have a personality, is what I'm saying. You need to learn to spell. That's another thing. Collage. Send me a picture of that collage your kid gets. When your kid graduates from high school and you can spend the $500,000, whatever you have saved up on a collage, that's going to be the world's greatest motherfucking collage. And stop being so defined. You should be more definitive. Black mark. Forgive yourself about your prostitution days. I personally morally see nothing wrong with it. Neither should you. I'm going to get a lot of disagreements down below. But again, I am a Machiavellian and a libertarian. And I am very unjudgmental. And yeah, don't tell guys. Hey, here's what you can do. Don't tell guys for a while. See what happens. See if that has any drawbacks. Everyone's all worried, like, do I do A or B for the rest of my life? Well, why don't you try A for a little while, see what happens, and then try B for a little while, see what happens, and then discern between the two. Make a decision then. So I would just not tell any guys. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I hope that helped out. Not that you said it, but it seemed like you got this twinge, like, God, I fucked up. I don't really think you did. I don't think you really did. There's places you fucked up, like, okay, you got tattoos. Not the end of the world. You had a kid out of wedlock, but you were together and the guy sounded like a great guy. You had a kid way too fucking young. That's it. But now the guy is dead. No fault of your own. It's not fucking up. It's bad luck. All right? So you should have no moral concerns there. You should have moral concerns. You had a kid out of wedlock. Fucking Christ, people. Let's get our fucking shit together. You're going to have a hurdle finding masculine men because you are that type of gal. Yeah, you are feminine in some ways. It pisses off the feminist. Social life. Yeah, I think we kind of covered it. All right, there you go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, will help you out as long as you got money. Remember, June is Worthless Degree Awareness Month. Go buy that book. For your kids who are going to go to collage, toodles.